New Jersey. We're in New Jersey. All right, so when we were in Philly, we stayed in New Jersey. We are going deeper into New Jersey. We are heading to Liberty Harbor RV Park.
We're almost at the city now. Just a few more minutes.
New York tonight.
Yeah. Here we are going through this little parking lot, and it goes this way. This is the easier way to go, apparently, instead of around the main street and then in the main entrance. So we're going to be in the back entrance here.
Now this is not a salubrious RV park, but guys, location, location, location. Wait until you see where we're at. We've left the RV park. It is a very basic RV park, but my goodness, where it is. We are right here in the harbor. We can take a metro from here into the city. We can even take the ferry. The ferry will take us to One World Trade and the 9/11 Memorial, which we are going to do. But today we are going to go to Times Square, and we're going to go and hopefully see a Broadway show. So we got up at 33rd, we're walking up 42nd Street.
Best pizza ever. Crunchy crust and full of flavor. Always ask a police officer where they eat. This was the musical we did see. Come From Away is the story of how one town in Newfoundland, Canada opened its doors during the 9/11 attacks to 38 jet planes from across the world. This is the only set, and the cast of 12 play all roles. It is a powerful reminder of how good people can be. Made more poignant seeing it in New York City. After the show, we headed back through Times Square and onto the path to the RV park.
The following morning, we drove the truck to Weehawken in New Jersey. This is where Alexander Hamilton and the then Vice President of the United States, Aaron Burr, dueled to Hamilton's doom. This area that you see here, what is now, the riverfront properties in Weehawken in New Jersey. However, about 20 feet out into the Hudson River, there was a raised wooden platform, and they were officially the dueling grounds here in New Jersey. It wasn't just Alexander Hamilton and Aaron Burr who came here to duel. Many men came here to defend their honor, as was the custom of the day. The most famous duel in American history took place on this date, July 11th, 1804, at the dueling grounds in Weehawken between political rivals General Alexander Hamilton and the sitting Vice President of the United States, Colonel Aaron Burr. Hamilton fell, mortally wounded, and died the next day in New York City. Tragically, Hamilton's son Philip had also met his death here in a duel in 1801.
What's it say?
It says, upon this stone rested the head of the patriot, soldier, statesman, jurist, Alexander Hamilton, after his duel with Aaron Burr.
What do you think about that?
It's pretty amazing if it's true. If it's true, I don't know. I'm always a little dubious about that. It's like, really? From 18, what it was?
Well, and here's the skyline we can see from here. What a beautiful skyline from this vantage point. I'm so glad we're staying on this side of the river, and I can't wait to go to Lower Manhattan in a little while to One World Trade Center and check out that brand new beautiful building and also the memorial. We dropped the truck back at the RV park and walked again to the path. Krispy Kreme is directly across the road.
You just got it, don't you?
It's gonna come.
That's a lot of sugar.
And we'll overcome all change. It's gonna come. Oh, change. It's gonna come. Oh, change. It's gonna come. Change is gonna come.
Michael William Lomax.
The darkness is gone, oh change is gonna come.
We just visited the World Trade Center 9/11 Memorial, both the North and South Towers. We didn't really do an awful lot of filming over there. We didn't film to talk over there at all, really. We found Michael's name on the South Memorial Pool, and now we are going to go to Trinity Church and find the burial place of Alexander Hamilton. We found this beautiful memorial on our walk to Trinity Church. It is in honor of the office workers who were affected that fateful day.
Change is gonna come. Change is gonna come. Face the fire. We won't run. We will rise up like the sun. Oh, change.
Another stop on our National Treasure Tour. We weren't allowed to film inside, but they assured us that there was no treasure below the church.
Oh, change is gonna come. It's gonna come.
There it is.
Well, here we are. Kat, what do you have to say?
This is very cool. I mean, it's a graveyard, so it seems a bit weird, but behind me is the gravestone that was placed in honor of Alexander Hamilton actually quite a few years after he died. He would have had just a regular tombstone, just like Eliza's right here, who lived 50 years after his death. He died at the age of 47 during the duel with Aaron Burr one day later. This was actually erected, like I say, a few years later. It was not the original headstone. He was not, they didn't have any money. He was actually very, very poor.
chance to feel alive. Nothing's gonna stop us, nothing's gonna top this, nothing like we've ever seen. And I raise my hands to the sky, what a feeling. 'Cause I feel like dancing high, got a feeling. Time to feel it. This is where it all begins. This is where it all begins. This is where it all begins. 'Cause this could be the best day of our lives, yeah. This is where it all begins. Burning like a light show, free yourself and let go. Time to see it all. Don't think about tomorrow, today we are heroes. Hear adventure call. There are whole new worlds to see. I keep running, and my feet keep lifting me.
Central Park is huge and was absolutely packed when we visited. There was hardly any place to walk, let alone sit.
This is where it all begins. This is where it all begins.
On day 2, we headed uptown to Harlem to visit the home of Alexander Hamilton.
Sun is coming down. I keep losing my step. Thought this was solid ground. Hear you calling, whispers falling in the air. I'm losing my mind, saying things that ain't there.
Behind us is Hamilton Grange. This was the home of Alexander Hamilton, Revolutionary War hero and the first Secretary of the Treasury. This was not its original location. It was in Harlem when he originally built it, but as Eliza left after his death and moved to Washington, D.C., the home was then sold and went through many private hands before the National Park Service eventually purchased it again in 2008 and brought it here, still in Harlem, but to a little nicer area apparently. Inside, you can tour the bottom grounds, as you can see in the video here, and it is spectacular to be here where he lived.
Our very informative guide told us that the pianoforte is the original instrument purchased by Hamilton for Eliza and their children.
Completed in 1802, this is the only home that Hamilton ever officially owned. Prior to that, he rented rooms in different houses. He lived here until his death in 1804, and the Hamilton family lived here then for 30 years after his death before Eliza moved to Washington, D.C.
Keep losing my step. Just do this quicksand. I ain't got no feet on solid ground.
A huge thank you to our guide, Callie, who spent a long time telling us everything there is to know about this house and its history. We hope you have enjoyed part 1 of our New York City trip. Join us next week for part 2 as we visit more iconic landmarks. Until then, we'll see you on the trail.